Hello and welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tom and today is January 30th, 2022. This is the second video that I'm doing today. Hopefully you got a chance to catch the first one regarding the massive opportunity that we see in the Super 7, which includes Tesla, Facebook, Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, and Google. But I also wanted to do a second video on some other growth stocks that are a little bit more speculative. I don't want to call them spec plays, but they are some riskier growth stocks, but they do have a significant risk-reward ratio that I wanted to point out here. So I decided to jump on. Before we jump into the video today and I talk about these 5 hot growth stocks that have extreme potential in 2022. I do want to ask that you hit the like button on your way in. Helps with the YouTube algorithm. Hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit the bell notification so you get the videos that we make. And feel free to share with your friends and family. Do want to remind you that I am not a financial planner. I'm not a financial advisor. I am a long-term investor that has been investing and that will continue to invest for the long term because I believe that's where generational growth is made, not by trading in and out of stocks per se. However, we do hold 20% of our portfolio for what I would call spec plays and 80% in investing. I think that every portfolio should be balanced and have good diversification, but we need to be convicted in our stocks. And I like an 80-20 balance between cryptocurrency and stocks. And then within that 80% of the stock market, let's use that as a whole 100, I take 80% of that and go into high conviction plays and 20% into spec plays. These trades or these investments kind of fall in between. So hopefully you like them. Hopefully you like what you hear today. Like I said, again, smash the like button. Remember, this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. And all right, so enough with the intro. Let's just jump right in. After making the video today regarding the Super 7 and what discounts we got those at so far and how excited I was about the market opening Monday to put some more money into those stocks, I started to analyze another part of my portfolio, which I have tagged as what I call my B stocks, but not necessarily because they are any less greater than the A stocks, but they are a little riskier. And I like to put the majority of my money into low risk and high yield, but these kind of fall in between. So the 5 growth stocks that I'm going to talk about today that we see a massive potential, we see massive opportunity, we see massive upside in, the 5 are as follows. And in no particular order, but the first one is NIO, which is the Chinese EV company. The second one is Lucid, LCID, which is the US EV company, luxury company, EV company. And then I've got none other than DraftKings, DKNG, which if you follow the channel, you know that I've been in DraftKings for quite some time, as well as Lucid. And then the other 2 are ChargePoint, which is also an EV play for charging. And then the last but not least, SoFi, S-O-F-I. And so I wanted to include these 5, do some comparisons like I did in my last video. You can take a look and see if you're in these stocks, how you will add on to them if you will, how you will invest in them. And if you're not into them, maybe it'll point you in a direction to where you can put some money in and we can get some long-term growth together on there. Again, we have to take a look at these stocks because they have been trending low the past 2 to 3 months. Some of them for the past year when it comes to NIO and DraftKings, they've been trending much lower. So we have to ask ourselves, are we catching falling knives here? Or are we at a point on the trampoline when we're down so low that now we're ready for a bounce? I believe we're ready for a bounce. We could see a little bit more downward pressure on these, but overall, with market volatility being considered, I see a strong uptrend through 2022 into 2023. We know that the market has the Fed rate hikes priced in. We know that the market understands that we understand how to deal with Omicron and that it will pass. We know there is still some question on whether Russia and Ukraine will settle its disputes, whether China and US will come to agreement on trade. but the market has priced in a lot of this bad news. So we do believe that now's a good time to continue to dollar cost average or buy or put these stocks on your watch list and start moving up from here. Okay, let's take a look at NEO. NEO closed the market on Friday, right around $21. For the past year, NEO is down 64%. Ladies and gentlemen, we're buying NEO on Monday at a 64% discount. Its 52-week high is $64, and its 52-week low is $19.31. So the downside to NEO currently trading, and we don't know where it'll open on Monday, but let's use Friday's close on all these. Closing at 21, we see a downward movement of risk 10%, but we see an upward movement of $44 to get back to that new all-time high or 52-week high, and that's over 200%. So NEO is the first of what we consider the top 5 growth stocks to add to or add on to in your portfolio for 2022 as of today. The second one, Lucid. Lucid Motors trading under ticker symbol LCID. Lucid closed out the day Friday, $27.46. We're up on Lucid. Lucid, we are up 26% over the past 52 weeks. Now, let's look at the upside downside. Lucid's previous 52-week high was just over $64, and the previous 52-week low was just over $16. Take 27 away from 16, or 16 away from 27, we see an $11 downside, which is about 40%. Remember, we're talking about a stock that's already run up 26% this year. But the upside that we see in Lucid, getting back up to that $64, there's $37 that it can make up there, which is 150% upside. I like to look at risk reward. Even if I have a high risk and a high reward, I tend to lead to the high reward on stocks that I believe in. Lucid, LCID, not only an EV company, but a technology company. One of the best C-suites that you will find in any company out there right now. Committed to growth, tons of cash in the bank, big backing by the Saudis. Can't say enough about Lucid. Can't wait to buy more Lucid on Monday. Okay, DraftKings. We have been getting pummeled on DraftKings. The bleeding has to stop, in my opinion, but it doesn't have to stop. DraftKings could continue to go lower. DraftKings spends a ton of money on customer acquisition, let alone licensing to get into each state. Costs millions of dollars. However, we do believe that DraftKings will emerge and has emerged as the leader in all online sports books. Taking a look at DraftKings, DraftKings closed on Friday, $20.79. Compare that to a 52-week low of $17.41. That's really only about a $3 downside that we see in DraftKings at these levels. Compare that to the $54 upside that we see, because DraftKings 52-week high is $74.38. Put that up against $20.79, we get $54. That's a $250% return that we anticipate seeing in the next 12 to 24 months on DraftKings. DraftKings, we believe, is the leader. We believe we'll hit a home run with DraftKings. 2 more to go. Moving on to ChargePoint. ChargePoint closed out the market on Friday at $12.74. Its 52-week high was $43. Its 52-week low, $11.21. So we are down this year so far 67%. We're buying ChargePoint at a 67% discount. We're buying DraftKings at a 63% discount. We're buying NEO at a 64% discount. 60 was our number, our target number across the board. Before I said I would come out and do videos on recommending strong buys, I am recommending strong buys to the group. This is entertainment, educational purposes only. Do your own homework, do your own due diligence. Don't take my advice for it. All right, ChargePoint. We see a downside of $1.50, meaning that it would only have to drop another $1.50 to get to its 52-week low. But to get back up to its 52-week high, we're looking at $30 for ChargePoint. So we have 11% risk to the downside, and we have a 240% reward on the upside. I'll take those odds all day long on ChargePoint. ChargePoint has the infrastructure in place. ChargePoint is the top charging company in the United States, in my opinion. All right, last but not least, let's talk about SoFi. SOFI. We know SoFi recently got approved for their banking charter. We know that the SoFi Stadium is where the Super Bowl will be played. There's a lot of positivity coming out with SoFi. SoFi is a fantastic fintech, now turned bank charter. It's the first of its kind. Can't say enough about SoFi. SoFi, we believe, will emerge as a triple-digit stock. But where is it at right now? It closed on Friday, $11.18. Now, its all-time or 52-week low is $10.33. That's only a 70% downside, 70 cent downside. So every share that I'm in, I'm risking 70 cents to the downside. But look at its upside, $28.26, 52-week high. Take 11.18 from 28.26, we get roughly $17. I'm $17 to the upside on SoFi, 12 to 24 months. Buy it as much as I can, stick it in the drawer, sit on it, watch it grow. Not a stock that I want to trade, a stock that I want to be invested in. And at these levels, we can dig in deep with both hands. That's a 6% risk. I'm sorry, 0.06% risk against a 150% incline. That's what we're looking for. So, and I'll go back to what I said earlier. It's a 6% risk to the downside, and it is a 150% plus to the upside. Okay, it's time that we get our perspective in place, that we don't know when the market will turn, but that we do believe that the market will turn, and it's already starting to make a turn. Will there be volatility? Absolutely. Should we buy every chance we get? No, we should be smart. Dollar cost average. I just gave you 5 stocks. You may be able to put $100 a week into it. You may be able to put $500 a week into it. $100 per stock for the next year into these 5 stocks, and watch your money grow. It's not going to happen overnight. These are growth stocks. These come with a higher risk than the Super 7, yet they have their short-term reward is much higher. So I wanted to push this video out. I do appreciate you stopping in. Hit the like button. Hopefully you like what I heard today. Hopefully you have these stocks on your watch list or in your portfolio, and you will become convicted in stocks that you understand. You will own the companies that you understand and that you can describe to other people. You know that SoFi is a bank. It's a fintech bank. You know that ChargePoint is a leader in charging stations. You know that both NEO and Lucid are EV companies and technology companies, and that DraftKings is an online gambling or online sportsbook company. See, once you understand what companies do, it becomes easier to invest in them and easier to hold on to them. And when you hold on to a company long enough and the company has a solid growth pattern, now these companies have not established themselves. That's why I call them somewhat speculative. But they will, in my opinion. But once we hold on to these long enough, we will experience generational wealth. The only way to look back on 2022, 10 years from now, and not say, I wish I would have, is to do right now. So, only risk what you can afford to lose. When you put money in the market, it should be money that you tuck away for a long time. Build that generational wealth. Start the wealth chain. Become the first link of the wealth chain for your family. Whether you're putting 1,000 in the market, 10,000, 150,000 in the market. Invest wisely and be smart with your investments and make your money work for you. Couple of links down below. If you cannot buy full shares of a certain stock as your dollar cost averaging, use a platform like Robinhood. Use a platform like Webull. They allow you to purchase fractional shares. My links are down below. There are other companies that platforms will allow you to do fractional shares. I personally prefer TD Ameritrade. However, TD Ameritrade does not allow fractional shares. So for my investing account, that's where my main investments are. But I do trade in Robinhood and in Webull. 2 more links down below for your cryptocurrency. One is for Coinbase, where they are giving you free Bitcoin just for doing an ID and email verification. And then there is crypto.com, which is slowly becoming my favorite because I love the Crow coin that I get when I spend on my my Visa card through crypto.com. Take a look there and see if that platform is right for you. Okay, I'm done. I appreciate you guys stopping in. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Hope your favorite football teams are winning. And I hope to see you on the next video.